And welcome back to The Complete Idiot's Guide to Stationeers. With me, 54 Bear, the Complete Idiot, here stuck on Mimas, with a view that just never gets old. So, what have we been up to? Well, we have successfully drained all the thermal energy that we can out of the CO2 tank down there at the end. We got it down to a balmy 26.5. And we have nothing in the green tank, so what I'm going to do now is pump this out into our grey tank up there. And you notice I followed through and we went with some crazy piping, because why not? I was also rethinking the cooling system for the greenhouse. It struck me that the atmosphere in here is obviously going to have a chunk of CO2 in it, and that is going to freeze. So that being a bit of a problem, or potentially a problem with broken pipes and things not going well, I'm rethinking it. So what I'm toying with is tapping into the supply of nitrogen we have here and putting in a closed loop. Haven't quite figured it out yet. But yeah, this amount of orange pipe I find deeply disturbing. So in order to make certain it's going to work right, we have to give it the right color. So I have 3 new filtrations here. This one here is oxygen, so we'll make that white. Ba-dink. This one here is nitrogen. We'll make that black. And this is carbon dioxide, which we will make grey. These aren't the international standards, but they are. I basically use the same color as the filter, so it's a little bit more obvious to me which is which. Okay, so yeah, the new oxygen pipe connects here to the oxygen tank. It's got a fair amount in it. Let's have a little look-see. Yeah, I'm currently filtering the nitrogen out of it, and that's going into the cooling tank. So the cooling tank should be getting a little bit cooler, but to be honest, it's getting so little stuff in there, I'm not that worried. At some point, in fact, probably the next thing I will do is cool this down even further by hooking it up to the Stirling generators. But anyway, almost to 1,000 moles of oxygen, so we got a goodly supply there, and I will use that as the initial atmosphere in here. I was planning on going mining and just dropping in a ton of oxide, but and go with an engineered solution if we can. So as I said, we will need to get this kind of reworked a little bit. I mean, it's possible it might work, because over here in our little survival hut, this pipe here is connected to the same network. Let's see, if I go up to the top, I should be able to get a reading on it. Yeah, there is CO2 in there. It is freezing, but it's not actually enough to damage the pipes. So I don't really know whether having CO2 in this system will actually be a problem or not. Unfortunately, I just have a feeling that if it is going to be a problem, it's going to be so far down the road that by the time it happens, it will be catastrophic. But there again, that could be fun too, so maybe we'll just go with it. Not certain yet. Anyway, on to the power generation. Let's see, what have we got in these ones? 28% and half a stack of solid fuel. That's going to keep going for a while. I won't bother putting anything else in there just yet. And yes, at some point I will finish the walls. It's just sometimes I find it easier to have the walls not covered, because then I can put things the way they need to be. Right, so we have our cool CO2. So what I will do now is pump it all back out. Now I need to put my safety pipe back. That's to stop me doing anything stupid. So now I want to drain everything out of here. So this tank needs to be emptied. So the valve is open there. These are closed. That stops anything from getting in there. This is open, which allows this purple pipe here to drain into those grey ones. So that should be enough. Shouldn't need to do anything else. Now it's just a question of, that's set to 100, direction set correctly. Start pumping that. And so that I don't forget later, I'll also turn the back pressure regulator on. Once the pressure gets very low, then the back pressure regulator is actually a little bit faster, and certainly it uses a lot less power to keep it running. All right, so with that in motion, the next thing I want to do is bring in or hook up that blue tank up there to the Sterlings. Now, let's see, is there a way of doing this while it's still running? No. Maybe. Yes. Right, so if I open this one and this one, close this one and that one, and open this one, that should allow me to hook that up. No, because that, yes. That needs to be open. Right, now it's going down, yeah. Okay, so what pressure are we looking at in here? Well, it's exactly the same. Yeah, I would like to get it drained down, because otherwise you end up using this gas to cool down the other gas that it's connected to, and that kind of robs it of the energy that we're trying to get back. Although thinking about it, I could close this one off, open this one, use this pump to fill up this, and potentially put it into the manifold, close that off. Doesn't actually gain me much. The volume you get in these pipes is, well, actually it probably would be enough for that. But then I'd still have to empty it before I could attach the blue pipe. Yeah. Wonder if I added... Well, I could always add a temporary pipe. From here to here. That would do it. And I wouldn't be able to walk past here anymore. Let's just have a little look. Could still get past that okay. And then join that to that. Totally bloody silly, but right, so what's that connected to? Why is there hot gas in there? I think that is actually just a little bit too silly. Okay, so we'll let that run and on with the next mini project. So I have a bunch of surplus food which I would like to turn into fertilizer.
Hydration critical.
And it takes a long time for all of that to, or for the food to actually perish. So what I was going to do is build a little room, probably over here somewhere, where I can actually fill it full of pollutants, preferably at a warm temperature. It'll probably need an airlock in front of it, and just literally dump the food on the floor. But before doing anything else, I will get rid of that annoying buzzing sound and go have a drink. May as well check the arms. Oh, more tomato seeds. Good. Well, they must already have seeded. So it says it'll decay completely in 9 hours. Three hours and 6 hours and 4 hours. Yeah. I'm not very patient. Oh, in case you're wondering, I am using a mod that lets me stack seeds. I think it's the new stack size is 100. Doesn't seem to work for mushrooms though. Can only stack those in tens. Talking of such things, how are the mushrooms doing? Oh, they're doing fine. Doesn't say how long it's going to be before these decay. Just shows what the damage percentage is. But yeah, it's taking a long time. That's going to be seeding. That's growing okay. Right, so we will leave that there. I think I have enough materials for what I need to do. Turn the override off because we're not actually printing anything. Remember the helmet. Always a good idea. Everything shuts off in there. Okay, so we will build our little rotting shed, for want of a better word, out here. Don't have enough steel sheets. Do I have any in there? No, I don't. I did the old man forgetful thing again. I went through a door and immediately forgot why I was going inside. Right, probably finish these fryers. Make a new load. Okay, that can get turned off too. Do I have any food to be cooked? Yeah, pumpkins. Yeah, do want to disconnect the chutes here, because I'm not certain what happens when you eject stuff from here. I know when you do it from the oven, you just end up with a bunch of reagent mix. So yeah, I want to try some cooked food that is not actually, some cooked food. See how that affects the fertilizing stuff. Oh, this filter's doing fine. Right. Oh, no. Forgot. I needed steel sheets. Sometimes it's worth having an extra set of printers outside so you don't have to keep running inside. Maybe I should do that. Oh, it's already on it. Cancel. Alright, we're going to want about 30. And should probably print up a couple of doors as well. And a couple of active vents. Or one active vent at the very least. Should have enough passive vents left over from the greenhouse project. Got my utility pipe. Down there, create a bit of space, put all my atmospheric stuff in here. That's all together. I think that'll be enough. What else am I going to need? Oh, doors, yes. Iron and copper. Yeah, I've never tried deliberately spoiling food before in the game. So it'll be interesting to see how this works. And let's get our welding thingamy. didn't want that one double welded, but that's okay. Right, which ones should we double weld? I think we'll put it right here. This one and this one. So got the walls left in here. And I'm going to want a passive vent. Right. I should probably have this glass so that we can see inside. Yeah. I'll do a solid ceiling up there because I may want to mount stuff on it, and these ones can be regular walls. Okay, so something really simple like that. And we're going to want passive vent. And I want some plastic sheets and glass. Yeah, I did those always the wrong way around. Can't possibly have that. It will offend my OCD no end.
Power low.
There we go. Alright, where did I put my glass? There. Okay. There. Active vent there. A little bit of pipage. That's fine. Doors. Do I have enough juice? Yes. Okay. I think I might have an APC laying around. Yes, I do. Cool. Yeah, I don't even think I'm going to bother hooking this up to the grid. It's not something that is really going to be used that often. I can just run it by having a battery connected. Let's see. Yeah, that'll do. Just as long as it can run the active vent and the lock, the airlock. I'm not even going to bother hooking up the I'm not going to run it as an airlock. So okay, so that'll operate the doors as soon as I put a battery in there, and I just need to get some volatiles in here that I don't have any of yet. So I should probably go and take care of that. Now, where shall I pull them from? Or no, volatiles, pollutants. I'm sorry, where am I currently pulling from here? Right, so I'm currently pulling from the waste tank, so that will be hotter. So I could set up one just off of this to pull some volatiles out. Doesn't need to be that much. Oh, pollute. I keep saying volatiles, I mean pollutant. I mean, all of the old gases will add to the decay rate, but pollutants are the absolute best for decaying food, or the absolute worst for preserving it, whichever way you want to look. You can use a mixture, obviously, but it does dilute the effect. So if I want to get pure pollutants, I'll get the absolute fastest. Now I should probably just pull it out of this. I have an atmospherics. Can I put that up here anywhere? Oh, probably not. I don't know if I really want to add it here, so let's think about it. Oh yeah, I only really want a little bit of it, so why don't I just do this? Well, slap it down here, and I'll leave it in position. So if I do want to add a tank to it, it's a relatively simple thing to do. Right, so that'll take care of that. I do need to run some cable to it. I'll follow the pattern we've been using before. Alright, all we're going to do here is actually maybe make that a T-section just to be consistent. Then we'll put on one of them. Oh, alright. I don't have an insulated tank filler upper. That's fine. Yeah, just like that. So that will give us a little bit of volume, and we'll just have to be very careful with what we fill it up with, or how we fill it up. Alright, got some regular utility. There we go. I thought I'd actually made a filter for that. Alright, let's go see if I can find that filter. I've got a spare CO2 one. And you watch, I'll get inside and I'll immediately forget what I came in here for. Aha! I thought I made one. It was hiding from me. Oh, I'm going to need a bottle. Jeez. Well, on the plus side, I didn't actually forget that. I just forgot it. And I'll just do a regular one because we're not going to need that much. Do I have any meters? Yes, I do. Let's find a way of putting that on there too. Yeah. Don't know if that will actually work or not. But yep, looks totally stupid, and I love it. Okay. With a filter in place, bottle in. I'll start it just with 1 megapascal to begin with, because I actually don't know how much it will take. And of course, if I put a volume pump on there, it would fill this up much faster. Oh, that's fine. Actually, maybe we'll go 2. Because it's pretty hot and it will cool down when it expands. I think it cools down. Right. Yeah, it's already lowering in pressure. Okay. Actually, no, what I can do is Get my utility things. Now, put the pipes in place first, makes life a lot easier. Let's see. I'll put it on the ceiling. Need a battery. I think we're done with those. Turn everything on. Okay, we are good. Let's grab some food. Might be able to grab it through the window. Ooh. Yep. Right, so this is 9 pumpkins. Maybe I should be good and just try it with 1. Right, so that's going to go in 7 hours. I could just open this, but $20 minutes. That's a fairly significant increase. Now, what I might do is do a chute hopper type arrangement so that I don't actually have to come in here to rot the food. What's the pressure? Only 8 kilopascals. That's actually fine. Close that. Vent all that. Excellent. Yeah, I could kind of cheat and just like grab it through the wall. But, I don't know, having some sort of automated process to dump it and whatnot sounds like it could be kind of fun. Right. This room needs a yucky colour. So... or maybe it should be bright yellow. Yeah. I think that's the color of the pollutant filter.
Power critical.
Uh-oh. That's 2 battery warnings I've ignored. Okay, so we are on our way to getting something to automatically spoil the food. Or not automatically, but speed up the process. Okay, how are we doing? Looks like the tank has just about emptied. There's this one. Dropping down fairly quickly if I turn that off. Yeah, it's dropping down just as fast. So at this kind of pressure, the turbo volume pump doesn't really do anything. The back pressure regulator is doing all the heavy lifting here. So, yeah, How much gas do we actually have in there? A whole mole. Well, we'll drain it down. Not exactly in a time crunch. So even though it registers zero pressure, it's still registering a temperature because there is some gas in there. Okay, so once that's drained off, we'll be flicking the valves, hopefully getting them in the right combination, and hooking up the Stirlings to this blue pipe here. And that will get the cool gas much cooler, which is good. We'll get a little bit of thermal energy out of it because let's see, the temperature of that one is 320. When we do this one, it'll be even better because it's 560, but I won't do the whole amount. I'll just cool this off to maybe 400. But there's a fair bit of gas in there. You know, this has only got 4 megabytes of pressure in it. This has got 36, so it will take a lot longer for that to cool down. And in the meantime, my filtration unit is pulling out the nitrous oxide. Has already got all the oxygen by the look of it, so that's good. It's not that I need either of those two gases. It's just I don't want them in anything other than the super hot tank because I don't want them to mess up the temperature, which it could do even with smelted or degassed ores. You can still mess things up. At least I can. I find new ways to mess up continually. I could make a whole series on that. Innovative cock-ups, we could call it. But anyway, this is the pipe madness that is the base on Mimus. It will get worse before it gets better. The greenhouse, well, yeah, it does need to get worked on. I think I've decided I am going to try the cooling system as it is. So if I print up some more steel sheets, I can finish welding this up. And then we will be ready to actually fill it full of gas and see if it works. Join me for that next time. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm 54 Bear, signing off.